I know where we can go. I know where we can go. And it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with your darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with my darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. I know where we can go, where the sunrise lasts forever, and it's all you and me. We'll kiss the sky goodnight. Come get lost with me. 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 Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost Just run away with your darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with your darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost.
Good morning, everybody. How you all doing? I'll be with you in a moment. Just let me kill the music here and go back to C mode. There we go. How's everyone doing this morning? Oh, what a morning, what a morning, what a morning. So we are all kind of stuck in the same route. I am not under quarantine or anything like that. I just happen to be home. I just got off the phone with a couple of my friends and found out they're under quarantine. Yay. Luckily, I haven't seen them, or else I'd be quarantined myself and I wouldn't be even on here. But hopefully you guys are all doing well. Hopefully none of you guys have been stuck under quarantine or been forced into quarantine. So I wanted to go live rather than record an episode and just say, okay, and put out a new episode and just let everyone know that I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm still kicking tires and still doing my thing. So, it's the same old story. But if you're interested, remember I still have the website up and running, so you guys can always jump in and chat with us. I don't think I told Robbie Mac, so if anybody wants to message Robbie Mac, let him know that I'm gone live. because after all, he is the Naked Ron lover of all things Naked Ron. So let's bring it on out. I've already sent out a message to Joe Paddock, Edutech, because they said they weren't getting updates when I go live. So I put it out there on Twitter. If you guys want to retweet it, please do ahead. Please go ahead. Let's see how many people we can get in this channel. And if anybody wants to join me, links are in the Discord. If you're not already a member of the Discord, go to our Discord group. That is right there at the bottom that you're seeing right there. That's the Discord information. So just follow that link. It'll take you right to Discord and join us because, well, hey, we're live all the time. And I want to talk to you guys and just let you guys know this Wednesday, I will be going live. I will be trying to get the Wednesday streams back on target and produce them. I got a video already going in production today. I got 2 videos I'm working on that are going to be available soon. One video is going to be premiering on this channel and on VA3 FUC, which is the other channel I now run. Both of those channels are going to get the same video. What video are they? This little thing right here. Why am I doing video on a Pi box? Why does it have an antenna? Because not only is this ham radio related, it is also 3D printing related. Because I had to redesign this to make this work. And I'll talk about my redesign, how I came up with the redesign, and cover that part. So anybody that's in 3D printing would understand, and then ham radio understands okay, something doesn't work. What can I do? Well, 3D printing might be your answer. So that's coming on both channels because not only am I going to explain what that is, I'm also explaining why I had to redesign it and where I got the original and why it's going to be posted as a remake and where I'm going to be posting it online, because I'm going to be throwing this as a remix on Thingiverse because someone's already took the time to design it. So it's going to be up on Thingiverse soon as a remix. And I'm just going to put it out there for everyone to be able to look at it and see it. Hey, Edutech, how you doing, buddy? Hopefully you're having a good day. So, how's everybody been lately? Hopefully you've all been doing well. So, let's go through the people who have now just recently signed on. So, we got Mr. Buttram. Terry, Canadian Maker Project with me. Haha. John Mack, who is actually in the room in the green screen. I'll get to you in a second, buddy. Red Light. I saw Mad Monkey. How you doing? 3D Medic Vince. 3D Jimmy. Edutech. Yep, that covers everybody. Oh, and Glenn Gamble. Sorry about that, Glenn. I didn't see you come on there. I do apologize. So let's bring in Robbie Mack because Robbie Mack is waiting and wants to talk. Sorry, not Robbie Mack. I should say John Mack. I goofed. How you doing, buddy?
Yeah, doing fine.
Okay. Gene, not Glenn. Yeah, I know. I meant to say Gene. I do apologize. It's been one of those mornings. It's just I got up this morning, felt good, woke up at like 4:00 in the morning. Been running around like a chicken with my head chopped off. So yay! Yeah, too many marks. Yes, exactly. There, Mad Monkey. Too many marks. But yeah, so how you been? I know you're working from home now, I gather.
Yep.
Microsoft told you to go home.
I could go into the office. They're not forcing anybody. They're recommending people to work from home.
Okay, out here they're now telling us 50 or less people should be in a room at one time.
I think in US they recommended less than 10.
Yeah, I heard that. I also heard
Including all the
in.
restaurants.
Well, get this, okay? Tim Hortons has nobody in
Yesterday
there.
morning they say less than 50, and then last night I heard another thing that say less than 10. So it's
Yeah, they're
always just
also
dropping and getting more
yeah,
crazy
they're also
announcements.
asking. They're also saying all Canadians that are living abroad, please come back home. So I have a feeling that Canadian borders are going to be closing soon. I know it's not easy for you to come home. You're stuck in the U.S. working, but they did make that announcement.
I haven't really lived in like 10 years.
I know, but still, they're asking every Canadian, every expat, every person that's living abroad, come home. Yeah, so all restaurants and dining rooms are closed. That is true, Mad Monkey. They still do takeout though. I've called a couple places. They said that they're still doing yeah, US citizens are still allowed to come in here, and I think some Caribbean countries are still allowed, but I'm not 100% sure because the information is changing on a daily basis out here. I just got off the phone with one of the consulates that I deal with, which is the Japanese consulate, and they just warned me right now that other countries are looking at closing their borders in the next couple of weeks. They've been in contact with other countries, and Japan's actually telling people to leave if you're not a Japanese citizen. So my friend's kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place because one, he's a teacher who teaches English, who has been told who has no work right now and has to work remotely to teach his kids. But at the same time, he's like, well, Canada wants me home, but I have a wife that's Japanese. My kids are Japanese. So he's kind of like in a rock and a hard place. And there's a lot of people in there that are going, I really don't have a home to go to, really, in the sense. It's just going to get weirder as time goes on. But a lot of companies are talking about closing their borders. But as yourself, as an expat, how are you handling the whole thing? You're just taking one day at a time and just hope for the best?
Yeah, not much is happening. Just another day work, and I have to jump over to another call. So I guess I'll just be on mute.
Okay, no problem then. That's interesting. I hear you on that. My sister has an autoimmune disease. So she's one out of every I want to say 1,000 people that have this disease that she has, and yeah, it's pretty bad. But I think that's what my sister has. 3D Jimmy. It's overactive, but it's actually destroying her immune system. So she's on certain drugs and just taking one day at a time. She's not allowed to really be. She's not going out there with everything going on, and that now she has to take all these pills and everything else. D, make sure you got me selected for all with the bell ringed. Personalized no longer works. I found that out I've found that out a long time ago. Yeah, John Mack's on a call right now. So we'll probably put him in the background for a second here. Throw him back in the room. Throw him back off the screen for a little bit. if you're part of the Discord and you're part of the club, you can go down to, you can find the link. It's in our Discord. If you're part of the Discord, which is scrolling across here, you'll see it and you'll be able to join us live on screen. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Decon. Whoa. So that means, I guess you guys have to go for the full bath, wash down, and if is COVID-19, I guess you guys go under quarantine immediately for 14 days. 3D Megvins. Yeah, I have no idea why you're not getting the updates. I really don't. But yeah, no, I hear you. You did forget one person. Red Light's in the house. I'm just kidding with you. I'm not gonna make you feel bad. But yeah, Red Light's in the house. He's been pretty quiet today. Yeah, Ricky went live yesterday. I don't know why he went live. He just all of a sudden poof live. Let's see. Does anybody know if Rick knows that we are live? If anybody wants to tell him we're live, that'd be kind of cool. Well, we're kind of all stuck in this employed realm. I know, Mr. Buttram, are your schools closed right now? Because I know you work in the schools, correct? Or am I mistaken? Darren, you already know. Yeah, I know you're like me, unemployed at the present time. Oh, you work for a Big Ten university. Okay, my mistake. They're on spring break. Are they on a extended spring break? Because I just heard right now, talking to two schools, universities. University of Waterloo and University of Laurier have now implemented online only learning. They are not allowing any of the students to go into the schools. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of the faculty has been asked to go into teaching online, but limited ways of going online. Hey, Ricky, how you doing? Hey, Dan, if you want in, message me. I don't think you're part of the list. Oh no, you are part of the list on my Discord. Just come into my Discord. There's a link there if you want to join us. Come on in. Love to have you come on and just chat with us. You know, it's open to everybody. It's open to also you, D. If you need a link, I will be more than happy enough to pass it on to you. All you have to do is just let me know in the chat if you want to come in. I will make sure you get that link right away. I don't think I've told Devin we were live. Home. Let me just message her. I'll tell her I'm live. She wants to come in. give me a second, people. Just updating people where we are. Show the thread. Yeah. There it is. Okay, so I do have the link still saved. Okay. That's right, guys. Not following right now, but just letting her know that we're live. Okay, done. I guess it's a attack from an unknown alien race, right? Yeah, it's getting bad when you have other schools going to an online format. And this is not to talk about, and I'm going to use these key words when we're talking about this problem. This is a malware human problem. Malware human problem. I didn't get me to laugh. I'm just saying that. Yeah. Well, the Laurier just told all the kids they got to be out by Friday. I know half of them live in the US. I know another third of them live in other countries outside of Canada where they can't get any communication out. So, yeah, it's all screwed across the board. Oh, there's Tanner. Let's let him in. Hey, Ricky, how you been?
Go mute the. Here we go. Had to go mute the YouTube stream.
Yeah, I was glad to see you on yesterday. How you been?
You know, I've been better. You know, I feel fine. You know, that's good. I'm not sick like some people are. And,
so is it just because Nashville shut down everything that you're out of work right now, or?
Yes, all the bars are closed.
Okay. Hey, at least you could go to Murph. Oh, wait a minute, that's been canceled.
Right. So, well, and I couldn't justify anything financially speaking right now, because, you know, essentially half of my household income is gone.
It's understandable. I mean, even myself, I had a couple jobs already opened up and lined up, and now they can't hire me because they don't have the work anymore.
Right. Well, and you know, the situation I find myself in is, you know, being that I'm a self-employed contractor, that my opportunity to work has gone away, but I'm a self-employed contractor, which means I'm not an employee of the bar, and the bars, you know, pay into unemployment insurance and all that kind of stuff so that they can, you know, their people can go file for unemployment. You know, the bartenders and security staff and barbacks and things like that, they can go file for unemployment and receive unemployment while they're off. But I'm in a situation where I'm not eligible because I'm a self-employed contractor.
I just heard something that Mad Monkey just kind of tweeted me. He's like 2-minute warning for PM speech update. So I'm just asking him, really? There's going to be an update on what's going on? And if it's serious, I might have to jump over and see what's going on, because if you don't know already, Canada's kind of in a little bit of a bubble. And if they're talking some serious updates, I want to be aware in case I have to go out shopping because shopping is being limited and they're going to be closing grocery stores. That's my real worry right now, is that we're going to hear that next.
Yeah, we kind of anticipated this stuff was coming, so we did get, we got 2 or 3 weeks worth of food here. We bought some frozen stuff, some canned good stuff, that kind of thing, so we can get through, a couple weeks without going out to the stores. And we didn't stock up a 10-year supply of toilet paper like it seems like most people are doing. We got 2 or 3 weeks worth,
Yeah. Okay. I gotta jump off. I gotta find out what's going on here. But what I'm gonna leave Tanner on the screen for you guys. I'm just gonna blot myself out. I'm gonna open it up to John in case he's now free. But it looks like he's still in the chat right now. So I'll be back in a second. Tanner, are you okay if I run the stream for a little bit?
Sure, man.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. So what's going on, guys? 3 or 4 months worth of food. That's a good place to be right now. Yeah, I'm hoping it doesn't last that long. Man, my camera looks really. I look pale. It's probably because I got I did get a new monitor, and so now I have 2 monitors of the same size, and they're both large now. But that was before all this stuff happened. I did have to go out and pick up a new computer for my wife, because she's going to be working from home, I think, as early as tomorrow. Yeah, there's no financial purchases for me that don't include, like, necessary items, groceries, gasoline, things like that. Aside from that, we've suspended all unnecessary spending. Yeah, I do not have a. My son has a fishing license. I guess my son could go, could go fishing. I do not have a license to hunt or fish, because I don't have time normally. Now I do. Yeah, my wife works in the healthcare industry, and has for years. So we've got these big canisters of the sanitizing wipes that she was able to bring home. So oh, that's okay. That's okay, D. I didn't really cover anything important. I was kind of in a just a little bit of a funk after getting the news that I had no work, and so I was bored and kind of upset. So it was one of those things. I was like, well, I think maybe good therapy for this would be to stream and hang out with you guys. So, because I employ 4 other people, and so it really sucked, not just for me, but to have to text them and call them and stuff and give them the news that, sorry guys, we're shut down, we're out of work, and I find myself in a better position than most of them do, because my wife has a job that is continuing even through this pandemic crisis, and so she'll still continue to earn her income and at least bring it into the house. The other people in my band, that's their only income. So they've literally lost everything. Yeah, the city of Nashville is reeling right now. I have a couple of musician friends who literally lost everything 2 weeks ago. Tornado wiped out their house, destroyed their cars. So they have no place to live. They have no vehicle, nothing. They've been like staying with friends, and now to lose their income on top of it all, if I was in their shoes right now, I don't know what I'd do. Thankfully, I'm in a much safer situation. My wife's income will keep the house afloat until this all blows over. There's a lot of musicians that are doing, and Jim, that's a excellent question. There are a lot of musicians right now that are doing it, and I've got some friends that have already done it. But what I feared would happen, and why I haven't done it, is exactly what they've been reporting back to me. Is that everybody right now is in such a financially unstable situation. Even the people that are tuning in, nobody's tipping. And that's not to say I won't do any musical live streams. I may, but I won't do it with the expectation or hope that it would, replace my Broadway income, because it won't. And a friend of mine did a 4-hour live stream last night, and I was texting with him this morning and asked him how it went. And he put up PayPal and Venmo links and all that kind of stuff. And I said, how'd it go? And he said, well, I made $23. So he made $23 for, took him an hour to set up everything for the stream, a 4-hour stream, and then an hour to pack everything up and put it away. So 6 hours worth of work for $23. And I guess I'm, it's better than nothing, but you still have to, you still have to think on what is, what your time is worth and where it's more valuable to spend. I'm a country singer and songwriter for a living. That's what I do. And it's been my only source of income for over 10 years. July 15th of 2009 was when I got let go from the company that I was a PHP. I was the lead PHP developer. And I got let go. My job got outsourced to India. And at that point, my wife said, you've always wanted to make music your living and not just your side gig. You'll get unemployment. You got until the unemployment runs out to make music, make ends meet. And so at that point, we shifted things towards that goal. And I've been very fortunate that for more than 10 years now, almost 11 years, that's been my living. And I wake up every day and say I get to go to work, not I have to go to work. And right now the coronavirus has taken that from me. And so it's when they came in and shut me down in the middle of my show last Sunday. Oh, thank you, D. I appreciate that. But right now I'm okay, man. We've got everything we need right now to hunker down and hold on for, at least a few weeks, so maybe, a couple months. So, that's not to say it's not going to hurt at all, but, we're certainly in better shape than a lot of people out there right now. And so, I can't really complain, but, I've been very fortunate to make my living doing this for, like I said, over a decade now. And it's what I love to do and what I will continue to do when this is over. So.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Tanner, jumping in and taking care of that for me.
Oh, no problem, man.
So I just posted that down there, the ask how they can support you, because I didn't know which way you want them to aim, if they wanted to help you out a little bit, like by buying a rep cord truck or anything like that.
You know, as far as all that stuff goes, you know, if somebody, you know, I do have the Rep Ranger is on Gumroad. If somebody wants to you know, purchase it and print it, that's on, you know, up to them. It's not something that I'm looking to supplement my income or something like that, you know, or replace my income in the meantime. Like I said, we'll survive. We'll get through this. I'm just fortunate enough that like I said, we're in a position where we have the resources to weather the storm.
Yeah, I know, but still, I want to see you. If I can't pay money towards you or buy anything that you have, I want at least myself to help support you a little bit. Even though I know this is not the way you make your money, by performing the way you make your money, but to give something back to you, you know, for everything that you do in this community to help out others.
Oh, you know, yeah, that's, again, none of that is any of the reason that I do this. The 3D modeling and the 3D printing stuff is just because I enjoy it. You know, it's a good release. It's a good escape from when things get heavy. You know, I can sink myself into modeling something and not think about everything else going on while I'm doing that. You know, because you kind of, when you get in there and you start designing, you kind of get that tunnel vision thing going on, and the rest of the world just kind of fades away a little bit.
Yeah,
and
I know
sometimes
the feeling.
when things get a little too heavy or a little too real, it's great to escape it that way.
Yeah, I get like that whenever I start listening. Like when I just need to escape, I just turn on a few favorite tunes that I can't play anywhere because the copyright claims would be massive. But yeah, no, just put on a little bit of music, get my printers going, and just mellow out. You know, if I gotta pump the music up to 11, I do that.
One of the things I have been considering doing, because, you know, I'm a songwriter as well, is reaching out to some of my my songwriter friends and seeing if maybe we can get some, you know, like some Skype songwriting sessions or something going, and you know, during this time off, and maybe make something productive and useful out of it.
Well, I know that already there are Kells, which is a Canadian band. They go on live on their Instagram account and teach people how to play their songs, you know, the chords and everything else they're going to learn, and they go through the whole chord progressions and all that other stuff. They're more of a indie rock style sound. Then you have John Legend that's going to be doing 1 p.m. in the afternoons on Facebook, doing a live concert, and just play 5 or 6 songs from his catalog. And I think also, what's his face? Garth Brooks said he was going to do something, but he hasn't really made the announcement of what exactly yet. So just some ideas, you know, that are going out there right now that people are doing. I know that you used to do your Wednesday streams from your house, didn't you? Or I guess you're not going to do that again?
Right now, to do it is almost pointless, just because of the number of musicians who are doing it and the financial uncertainty that pretty much everybody is in right now. You know, I was just telling them, I guess before you got here, that a friend of mine, you know, tried the live streaming thing last night, and he did a 4-hour long live stream. He made $23.
I know it's not much. I know, but
right. And like I said, I'm not to a point yet where I would, and I don't know if it sounds arrogant to say it, but I would devalue my time to that level yet. You know what I mean? My time could be more worthwhile spent doing other things.
Oh, understandable. I'm just saying, you know, when you get the itch that you'd like to be out there performing rather than
being
cranked up.
Well, see, that's why I said I may do a stream or two throughout this, but it won't be, I know some people who literally, like, every shift that they would have had on Broadway, they're live streaming instead. And I'm like, I'm not going to live stream playing music 24 hours this week at, including setup and teardown time of a rate of $3 or $4 an hour.
Yeah, and I can understand that.
It's kind of pointless.
Yeah.
There's things that I could be doing around the house that are more valuable than my time would be more valuably spent than $3 or $4 an hour income.
Definitely understand that completely.
Yeah. So, and thank you for letting me put that link up for
anytime. Guys, if you want that link, once again, there's a link right there in case for some strange reason you're watching the stream after I've gone unlive. There's a link right there. So,
and that will get you everything you need to print this.
Yeah.
The original.
Trust me, if I had the money right now, I'd be printing it right now. God, I remember that dumpster you sent over to Wiley. He was actually using it as a garbage can.
Yeah. And I look back on that, and I was giving him a hard time about not posting a make on Thingiverse about that, literally just a couple days before he passed away. And I'm like, man, that was.
We miss you,
I
Wiley.
shouldn't have given him a hard time about that.
You know what? Wiley was one of those guys that everybody gave a hard time to, but he enjoyed the community as much as we do now. So
yeah, I still miss his morning streams, man. Mornings on YouTube have never been the same.
No, and I plan never to catch fire, so I do apologize to all my viewers. I don't plan to blow anything up and catch fire.
We would watch him upgrading stuff, which usually resulted in something being broken or caught on fire,
or magic smoke going everywhere.
Right, but he was fearless, man. He would dig right in there. I'm like, I got printers sitting behind me that could probably use some upgrades, but I'm like, they work, so I don't want to break them in the process of trying to upgrade them.
There's a point Edutech just made. He said you could just set up if you were going to stream a lot, but we all know that you have to tear it down because your area is a pretty small area that you would have available.
Well, where I typically do my streams is in my living room right in front of the fireplace. And I don't want to leave speakers and microphones and mic stands and monitors and all that set up in my living room. Oh, absolutely, Mike, and thank you, man.
Yeah, 3D Llama asked, why don't you throw it up on Cults 3D also? It seems to get a lot more downloads there also.
I don't know if no, it was My Mini Factory. I looked into My Mini Factory, and that's where I originally was going to put it. Back I guess that was last June when I put it up. And My Mini Factory wanted $25 a month, plus they took like 8% of the sale.
Really, 8% of your sales?
Yeah, so they take 8% of the sale plus charge you $25 a month on My Mini Factory to have a store. And
so in turn, you lose more money just having a storefront.
So just because prior to today, the Rep Ranger has sold $40 worth. It's 4 sales at $10 a pop. It's made $40 in sales. Now I'm not allowed to say how much. I was told how much. I'm not allowed to say. It did make significantly more for the 1440 makers. The rescue Rep Ranger, which was awesome, and I did get to see Jordan printed one, and so did Lightspeed. I don't know his real name. Printed one. And so that was really cool, seeing them get made. And now part of that may have been that for the charity, it was only $2 to download. You know?
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, and the proceeds were going to, the Australian Fire Relief, which was, a tremendous cause, and um, I was honored to be asked to be a part of it and to submit a model, and that's why I sat down and I made the exclusive rescue version of the Rep Ranger for that. So that is still the only place you can get the files that and it's still up there now, but I think I had them raise the price to $5. So and it's still collecting money for that same charity. But what's not in there's files that are available in this that are not available in that. So it's one of those things where it that way it keeps them separate. It keeps them there being a separate reason that if you want the missile rack and the gun that goes on the back and these little Gatling guns and all that stuff, that's in this version, but not in
the other version. Yeah.
Right. It's not available in the rescue Rep Ranger.
So your action figure that you're working on. So are you going to model a guitar for him to play that he can wear on his back and take out bad guys with?
There's a guy that's already made a 1/18 scale guitar with case and everything. So I and it's up on Thingiverse. So I don't see a point in remaking something he's already made.
But your guitar case could have a semi-automatic gun inside of it, like Desperado.
Right. There's the I can get it to focus. The blank for the action figure.
Oh, sorry. I want to zoom in on you there.
See
Okay.
if I can get it to focus. He's not focusing, or the camera's not focusing on him. Oh, there
he goes.
There he goes. So, lots of points of articulation, fully 3D printed, no hardware of any kind. And the files work great for FDM printing. Never Let the Machines Win is beta testing it in resin for me.
Ooh.
I believe I will probably have to make some modifications to some of the tolerances for resin because I think resin printing has different tolerances than FDM. So I'll probably have to make a separate version.
Yeah, someone's saying you should get a Chicago typewriter guitar case.
I'm not sure what that even is. I'd have to.
I think that's a gun in a guitar case. Someone's suggesting.
Oh, thanks, Vince. Yeah, this is the blank, and the blank will be used to model characters that I'm working on designing characters right now, and I'm doing that the old-fashioned way with a sketch pad and a pencil and drawing characters and then I'm trying to imagine and create backstories for them and all that kind of stuff. Because after this whole virus thing is over, I want to get one of those the XP Pen graphics tablets to make the whole sculpting process a little more easy to control,
more fluid and have control.
Right, because trying to draw like lines and stuff, like to sculpt in a belt and pockets on the pants and things like that with a mouse.
It's just not easy. I can understand. I use
I would like make a line and go, nope, that's not right. Undo.
I use my iPad when I have to get like fine details and I just want to zoom in on it. Yeah. When I'm doing like easy, like even though I don't do a lot of design, I like to do SketchUp ideas of what it's in my head that, I don't have a pen and paper at the time. I'll open up my iPad and I'll just start drawing with my finger and come up with ideas. And it's funny because here I am on a city bus. I'm just going, I'm doing these weird designs. And everybody's looking at me going, he's weird.
Very much like the Cintiq, John Mack, but this company XP Pen makes something it's not quite as good, but it's much cheaper. Like a Cintiq, you're looking at $2,000, which I could never justify that kind of cost. And the XP pen one is like $400. I can do that. I can,
It says can't get used on eBay.
Well, even used Cintiqs, people are still asking a fortune for them.
That sucks.
Unless there's a problem with it, and I'm not quite savvy enough to try to repair something like that. Not anymore. I don't try to get involved in all that.
So, something you might have missed is that Lamo agrees with you that my mini factory is annoying, but he's saying Cult 3D was basically the same as Gumroad. So he's telling you just maybe you might want to look at them.
I'll go check it. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, I've downloaded stuff from Cults myself, and I found them to be very easy to get the item, download it, and then work with, and then play with it. And I like something that Cults does is they actually put down the Credo commons, so you can say this is not to be altered, and all those other things on there too, which I found my mini factory kind of hides that information. You have to dig through the file to find out what they want you to, what you can and cannot do with the file.
That's the graphics tablet I'm looking at. It was like $400, and it's a 22-inch. So it, get in there.
If you want to share it, I'll more than happy to show everybody. What you just do is share a screen, and you can just share your screen easily.
Oh, I posted a link to it.
Oh, okay.
So if people wanted to go check it out, they could.
Yeah.
That's the one that I'm looking at.
Okay, let me show everybody here.
And I've read all the reviews and stuff on YouTube on it, and there's some parallaxing and a little bit of lag, but it's compared to the Cintiq, but it's $400 versus a $2,000 for a Cintiq of the same size. It's
sorry, got this pause. Let's see if we can have a look at this all together at once. I'll put this chat just so I have this available to me.
You can fix a 3D printer. You can fix anything. Well, that's just it. I can't fix a 3D printer. If I could, my Ender 2 wouldn't be in pieces in the closet.
You'll figure it. One day you'll get that thing working. I have faith. Look at this link. The site cannot be reached at this time. What?
What can't?
The bit.ly link, it says, is not working anymore.
Well, that's weird because I can click on it and it goes right to it.
Yeah, it's not letting me go to it. Weird. I wonder if it's one of those Canadian/American things where Canadians can't view it.
Yeah, so that's after I get back to work after all this coronavirus stuff is over, and it will be. That I have full faith in that.
Yeah, I thought John Mack was back, but it looks like he's not yet. Well, there he is. He posted a picture up of it. So thanks, John Mack. Let's go to you. It's you.
He just looks very pixelated.
Oh, I'm
he's just showing off the. Yeah, you're live. You had your microphone muted, so I didn't bring you in. I thought you were still on conference call.
Yes, but the meeting.
If you unmute yourself, then I know when you're back. Okay. So let's bring us all in here. Then we got Robbie Mack, we got John Mack, Tanner 3D, and myself. We're all here, just relaxing.
Robbie Mack had joined you.
Yeah, Robbie Mack finally made it. But he's only watching on He's watching on TV. He doesn't want to watch us on. He doesn't want to join us. He just wants to watch us. He's hoping that Naked Ron will appear, I guess, and wants to see it in full screen.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Tanner looks like he's freaking out there.
I don't want it to turn into that kind of StreamYard stream. I'm out if it does. I'm out of here.
It's fine on stream.
What?
Yeah, you're really pixelated.
It's
on,
Nick and Ron, not.
on our end.
Be careful. There might be a naked John in your future. NakedJohn.com.
Again, I don't do clothing optional streams.
There you go.
I
Clothes
don't-
Tanner 3D.
Even know what. I don't even know how to change the rate or whatever. I don't think StreamYard is just treating it as a webcam. Let's see.
Yeah, but your signal's kind of choppy. Oh, we just
Oh.
lost him.
We lost him.
Yeah, it's his device
We
not connected.
lost Johnny.
And it looks like he's totally dropped. Yeah, I think he dropped. Oh well.
It's probably the coronavirus. It's so many people are at home and they're all streaming their
Who knows?
movies and entertainment now.
Yeah, did you hear all new movies are now being streamed?
Yeah, who was it? Was it Universal that said all their in theater movies will be available to be streamed by tomorrow morning?
Yeah.
At a cost of like $20.
I thought they said they dropped it to 15.
Okay, well,
Or 10,
this,
or something like
I just
that.
heard this on the news. Like I guess it was last night, and they said within the next 2 days, like all their in theater movies would be available on streaming services for a cost of $20 or less
Oh, okay.
for 48-hour access. So
Looks like we got John Max back. John, how you doing?
here's Johnny. Although he looks frozen.
Is the video?
Yeah.
Hello?
We can't hear you.
Well, I can hear you, but it looks like your video's frozen now.
Yeah, he's coming in.
It's moving.
Okay, we heard moving.
Still no.
You're breaking up pretty badly there, John. You got too many windows open. Oh, he's moving.
Something's dragging down all your bandwidth.
Yeah, because you're like
It looks
going
like-
like we can see you. You're like max headroom, where you're just like 1 second you're here, next second your head's on the other side of the screen.
My
Okay, now we're getting some okay video going on.
is it updating?
Yeah, we can see your mouse moving and everything in real time now.
Okay, I don't know what's wrong. My CPU has been doing fine. My bandwidth is fine.
Sometimes it's your internet company will just stick their fist down at it and just go, yeah, we don't want you to have all this bandwidth down the pipe, you know? They just go, they constrict your data.
You left a really low hanging joke there, and I'm going to leave it alone.
I did that on purpose. I was hoping someone would pick up on it.
PG rated. Joey,
Well, it sounds like Joey wants some attention.
he wants in my son's room.
Still will be freezing.
Is your son home or?
Yeah, there's no school.
Oh, yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Was he sleeping in, I guess?
Bandwidth seems to be doing fine,
Not
but
normal.
the latency is fine too. So I don't know what is making it stutter.
It could be upload, not download. Remember, upload is what you're sending to the net. That's the speed you got to know about, not your downloads. It's always upload.
So like less than a meg of upload.
That would do it.
Let's see who is showing up.
Yes, your internet has the human malware infection. That's what we're calling it. Malware human infection. It's not that other thing. It's just we're calling it now human malware.
Let's see.
Because of YouTube, it's now known as malware.
Yeah. So sorry, when I look this way, it's because I'm looking at the YouTube chat.
That's okay.
Got it
I
on
understand.
this window, and now this screen, and now my screens. I have two 27-inch screens now, and so it's bigger than usual. It used to be. So now when I look one side to the other, it's much more dramatic.
Thing is probably
Working from home? Yeah, probably.
from home.
No, guys, is
Nope.
my stream bad
I
though?
don't think it's anything in my process using a bunch of.
Looking at the YouTube stream
Your stream is
over
fine.
on this screen, and it seems to be fine. And
Okay, you're good.
It's just my uploaded speed.
More like a fund floating in the gene pool. What the? More like a FUD floating in the gene pool.
turd.
Okay, turd. I have no problem
turd,
with
Ron.
that line. I'm sorry, it's so grayed out. I couldn't read it. I'm like, what the?
Hold on, I'm gonna go see if my son minds if I let the dog in his room.
Yep, go ahead. So I do that for John Mac. For Tanner, yeah, John. It probably just people download. It's probably all the people at home. You know, yeah, sometimes these things happen. And it looks like John Mac's frozen.
I just my cable.
Yeah, too many people on the cable. I have a feeling that.
Oh, I guess I gotta go get some lunch.
Well, John Mac, thanks for so much for trying to come on. I know didn't work out too well for you. But anyways, people, if you're not following John Mac, make yourself follow John Mac. And there was Tanner back. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, John just
The
left.
dog's
He's
fine now,
having
too.
issues, you know.
He's
Okay.
fine now that he got let into the room with the boy.
So
The scorpion making an appearance.
Jimmy wanted to know what's going on. They're asking people not to go out now. They're urging people to stay home if you can. Limit yourself to exposure to others. And please contact your bars, order their food, and have it delivered to your house. Support small businesses, keep them going. That's all they asked.
Right now here in Nashville, like I said, all the bars are closed because alcohol isn't deemed a necessary thing. But restaurants remain open, but at limited capacity. And how they've worked that out is they're no more than half capacity or 100 people, whichever. So like if your capacity is over 200, you're limited to 100. If your capacity is under 200, you're limited to half that.
And I guess that's why your bar shut down, I guess, where you performed.
Well, the bars I play at don't serve food. They're just live music venues and bars, which isn't deemed necessary.
Makes sense.
So we're shut down.
Yeah.
completely. Which a couple of the bars on Broadway tried to fight it. They tried to stay open despite the mandate that had been passed. And
well, I know out here they're asking bars to limit the amount of Patreons that are in there, no less than 50. If they don't follow the rules, they will be shut down, and they will be charged with fines out here. Cineplex Odeon was going to fight it, then they decided just to shut down because they just couldn't fight it.
Well, the Tootsies organization tried to fight it.
Really?
They own they own Tootsies, Rippies, Honky Tonk Central, and Kid Rock's Big Ass Honky Tonk are all Tootsies properties, and they stayed open after the mandate for them to close, and I guess they were forcibly shut down.
Idiots.
Because they refused. The owner, Steve Smith, called the mandate unconstitutional. I'm like, okay.
You gonna go work for him?
No.
No.
Well,
excuse me.
The bar that I was in when the mandate got passed and we were shut down about an hour after the mandate was released. It was owned by Alan Jackson, who's of course country music superstar Alan Jackson, and I'm sure he was quick to comply. Not only because it was the right thing to do, but also because of the PR for him as an artist. He would stand a lot to lose if he were to, try to fight the system in this case, because, it would be a PR nightmare for him. People could boycott his music, his concerts, the Grand Ole Opry could kick him out, take away his membership. He would stand to lose a lot if he didn't comply. And, while Steve Smith, who owns Tootsie's, bad PR means nothing to him.
I guess, yeah. Because he owns all those properties. So how is
just a wealthy
the whole area with...
hate him.
So how's the whole area with the tornadoes that went through? Have they finished cleaning up any of that yet?
No.
Dang.
It's still a disaster. I mean, we had... tornadoes that range from EF2 to EF4. That tore through the area just over 2 weeks ago now. And there are still buildings that the sides are ripped off, the roofs are ripped off. They're utterly destroyed. I had one friend who's a bass player in town. He lost his house. He lost both his cars. Just over 2 weeks ago. And now Broadway's shut down. And that's his primary income in his household. And so he loses his house. He loses his cars. He loses everything he owns. And now he loses his income. Yeah, that's why I say I'm not that bad off. I'll be fine. I'll survive. It's not that it won't hurt. It will, but I know some other people who are hurting a heck of a lot more.
Yeah.
So I can't in good conscience sit here and say, I need help. Help me out when there are other people who need it so much worse than I do.
Yeah. And right now with me being unemployed for almost over a year now, it's kind of rough too. So I can understand what they're going through right now. I mean, being unemployed, I'm lucky enough that I still live at home.
Right.
But my choices to live at home were not my own. I was moving out at the time when my dad was found out he had Alzheimer's and dementia. So I stayed back, helped with that. I was supposed to go back to school. and then my whole life got flipped upside down, inside out, and wrapped around. It's just it's a long story to go into, but yeah. But yeah, one thing after another, after another, after another. It's like a spiral effect that once you hit that one turn, and then everything just goes downhill. The
Well,
corkscrew.
You know, this is nowhere near the worst thing that that you know my wife and I have endured throughout the years, and we'll endure this. It's just another bump in the road, and this one's, by comparison to some of the other bumps, this one's just a little bump. We'll be fine.
That's good then.
We'll get through. You know.
But if there's anything any of us can do, you know, we're out here. We're willing to help you out if anything comes up. So.
Oh, I know. You know, this community's awesome, and you know, and if it gets to a desperate time at some point, but again, I would think that would mean if I get to a point where I'm getting desperate, it's because things have been closed for, we're talking 3-4 months.
Yeah, well, they're talking about like I know out here everything's closed until April, but now they're saying it may be until May. Now I'm hearing from Major League Baseball, they're talking like this may be May, June till they open again.
You're right. You know, if we're in that boat, by the time we get to, if all the bars on Broadway have been shut down for 3 or 4 months, some of them may not be reopening.
Yeah,
because the amount of money that they will be hemorrhaging during this time would become unsustainable for a lot of them. Now, you know, the Tootsie's organization will be fine. They have plenty of money behind them. You know, and some of the bigger clubs like the club that I play at the Stage and AJ's, they'll be fine. Some of the smaller clubs, you know, further down Broadway, and some of the ones on like 2nd Avenue and things like that, there's no way they have the capital behind them to withstand being closed for 3, 4, 5 months. Mm-hmm. They would be out of business by the time it was over. So you know, we could be looking at, depending upon how long this lasts, a very different landscape when it opens back up. You know, again, I'm in a situation where I have a wonderful spouse that has a good job, and that job is going to continue throughout this because she can do it remotely. She can do it from home. She's going to start doing it from home at some point this week, which is why I had to go buy her a computer and and get it all set up that met their IT department's requirements for remote work. And so I got that all set up yesterday, and they finished getting it set up yesterday, and they got her all the credentials and stuff set up and stuff so she can start remoting. She's able to remote into her desktop, her work desktop now. She can do it. So
that's good.
That means by tomorrow, if they say, yeah, go ahead, just do your work from home, she can do it. And but you know, there's a lot of musicians in this town that, you know, they won't have that in their life. They don't have somebody else who can carry the load while they're unable to. They, you know, and they don't even have the option, you know, talking about doing a live stream. Well, as a rhythm guitarist and singer songwriter, I can do live streams and play by myself. I do solo acoustic shows. What does a drummer do?
Drums for other bands, yeah.
What's a drummer going to do that he could live stream that people would tip?
Nothing really.
Just play some sick drum solos. You know,
as a person that used to play drums in high school, there's not really much.
Watch and tip that.
Yeah. Like, I mean, as a drummer myself, when I was in high school, I could drum. I can do mean drum tricks, everything else, but there's only so much we can do, and that's it. You know, it's like,
Right. So, the guys in those situations, they don't even have that. Well, I could go stream all day and make $20 today so that I could buy tomorrow's groceries. Um, so I find myself in a situation where I'm prepared and suitable to survive. A lot of guys won't be, and if this closure lasts an extended amount of time, there are a lot of musicians who won't be in this town when it's over.
Yeah. That sucks because Nashville is, and what I've been told, Nashville is the home of music.
Well, I mean, there's a reason they call it Music City, and it's the central hub of country music specifically. I know it's Music City, and there's all kinds of music here, not just country, but it is the homeland for country music. It's the mecca of country music, and over the years, Nashville's identity is kind of shifting more and more towards a sports city, but it's still the music that brings the majority of the tourists here. So, the thing that once we get operational again, that will be urging the public in general is we're back, we're playing music. Come visit, come hang out. Come stay for a week and hang out on Broadway and enjoy all the great experiences that Nashville has to offer. Not just music, but sporting events and comedy clubs, and we have all that kind of stuff here, and some great touristy attraction type stuff to go see, and so I guess the big push that we'll have to make is the big tourism push whenever we get open back up is we need you.
Yeah, well, definitely, because I know one of my friends who lives out in that area, just down in, I believe it is an hour from you guys. She lives in Harristown, which is right near Chattanooga. And she was telling me that if I was to ever visit, we'll go up to Nashville. We'll go check out. I'll show you around Nashville because
Chattanooga is fairly far away.
Well, it's not that far. It's like an hour away.
It's not like horribly far, but it's not close.
No, it's not. But she was saying that we should go
live in Chattanooga and commute back and forth to Nashville, like I live in Clarksville and commute back and forth to Nashville.
Yeah, exactly. But she was just saying we'll go down there for the for a day and we'll just stay at a hotel, whatever. But she said I basically spend about she's up there about once every 3 months she has to go up to Nashville. And she's like, yeah, I'll show you around, show you all the clubs, everything else. We'll go catch a few shows, and then, we'll spend a day or two up there, and then we'll head back to Chattanooga, and we'll just hang with some friends, and then that's it.
The thing we'll be looking at now is, depending upon how quickly this gets going again, is it going to cancel the biggest income stream we have of the year, and that's the CMA Festival. That's the first weekend in June.
Yeah, they moved it to June, didn't they?
It's always been in June.
Has it been? Okay, because I know that they said that the Country Music Awards got moved.
Right, but they're not part of the festival.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my mistake then.
So if we're talking about canceling, if CMA Fest is canceled, that's the biggest revenue stream into the city of the year, because you're talking 500,000 people come to Nashville for CMA Fest.
Oh, that's a lot of people.
Right. So, and this happens at a really bad time because we're still reeling from the tornadoes a couple weeks ago. There's still a lot of bars and restaurants that are closed because of damage from that. We're coming out of the slow part of the slow season. December through February, all of us musicians still go play just as many shows and work just as many hours for a third of the money that we make the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Joey, get in here.
Sounds like Joey's
March is the beginning of things coming back to life, and the beginning of our revenue stream picking back up. And most of us that have been here for years, like I have, we plan. Hi. Most of us, we plan for the slow season. We all year long, we sock away a little bit of money in a savings account, and we sock away enough to last us from December through February so that we pay our bills, so that when March, when the regular season comes back around, the savings are exhausted, but by that point we're back to making money again. And so this hits just as we're coming out of that. So even the savvy among us that were smart enough to save to get through the winter are going, our savings are gone, and now we're going through a second winter.
Yeah. So everybody should say hi to Joey on the chat.
Look over here. Look over here. Yeah, that doesn't help. The sound right now is coming out of a guitar amp that's on the floor.
Ah.
Because I currently don't have speakers, regular speakers set up on my computer.
Yeah, I'm just running this through pair cans right now so I can hear everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi puppy. But Joey is ready.
Coming through a guitar amp.
Cool. So you can turn me up to 11.
Right now, if I wanted to, yeah. I could rattle the windows in this place right now with your voice if that's what I wanted to do. It would also probably cause a massive feedback spike unless I turned off my microphone first.
Yeah, we don't want that. Trust me, no one wants to hear my voice sing.
Mike's here. Never let the machines win, Mike.
Yep.
We had Red Light Mike earlier, which he may still be here, listening in on his crane. And now we got Never Let the Machines Win Mike here as well.
Yeah, news prediction, 99 cents for a gallon of gas. God damn, that would be nice.
Well, fuel prices are going to drop because people aren't traveling.
Well, out here, gas is, I think we're paying 87 cents a liter, which we pay more for gas than you guys do in the States.
Yes, that would be 87 cents a liter. So you'd be looking at what, like $3.60 a gallon?
Yeah, about that.
Ish.
Yeah.
$3.50, $3.50. Something like that.
Oh, it was 80 cents you saw. Oh, Jesus. That means it's really dropped. Because last night it was
3.8 liters per gallon.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's almost like 4 liters for a gallon.
Yeah.
But I know that I was at one of the gas stations 2 days ago, and I filled my tank at 84 cents a liter because apparently my gas station that's near my house has a war with another gas station, and they constantly drop the prices like back and forth. So if you go there around 10 o'clock, it's usually 3 to 4 cents cheaper than the other guy.
Yeah. And you know, fuel prices are going to be low because no one's traveling. Everyone's being told to stay home.
Yeah.
Unless you have to go out, stay home.
Yep, that's what the Prime Minister just told us.
And that's
you don't have to go out, stay home. Order takeout.
Yeah.
Support other businesses.
Nationwide, people are being told stay in your house unless you like work a job where you have to go to it. Yeah.
In Erie, before they announced that they were closing down out here, 2 gym companies closed. Good Life Fitness and Fit for Less. Fit for Less. They closed their doors. I also heard from another fitness company, I think Planet Fitness, they were talking about closing their offices and closing their locations.
And of course, the petroleum companies, they have to keep producing more fuel even if it's not being used, in case to be ready for when it does start getting used again.
Yeah.
Because even at its low usage, it's still getting used, so they still have to keep producing more.
Yeah, which just sucks.
But price is driven by a supply and demand situation, and so if the supply starts exceeding the demand, the price goes down.
Really, a roll of toilet paper will get you 10 gallons of gas? I got toilet paper here.
The day of my last show, I almost did something that I thought was silly. I stopped to get gas, and the gas station had one of those 4-pack rolls of toilet paper. I was like, I ought to buy that and take that with me to the show and tell people while supplies last, and if anybody making a $20 song request gets a free roll of toilet paper with it.
That probably would have gone over pretty well.
Because I get $20 song requests anyway, so it's not like I was selling the toilet paper. It happens that I get a $20 bill every once in a while for a song request. So if you give me a $20 song request, you get a free roll of toilet paper.
That's what you should have put that. You should have said that as a joke. You probably would have got about 5.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it was intended to be, was a joke. But I'm like, somebody might not find it funny. So in this world we live in, full of snowflakes.
Yeah.
Fragile little snowflakes that we don't want to.
Don't offend the snowflakes. Ooh.
They go, well, because they go report you to somebody who has no choice then but to fire you.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
hey, I've said that since day one. Toilet paper is going to become the new currency.
Okay, I can't do it because there's some of you Canadian folks that I really, really like. I was about to say a roll of toilet paper is probably already worth more than the Canadian dollar.
You'd be surprised. It probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. I was going to put a video out, and I don't offend them. I just there you go. There's a good line. I like that. What 3D Jimmy just said. I don't offend snowflakes. I melt them.
Yeah, but in my job, in my line of work, I would lose my gigs.
Yeah. But what I was going to do was going to do a video with a few of my friends, and what we were going to do is I was going to have like a whole movie type montage, just about 5 minutes or so going. Listen, you said 2. You said only 1, not 2, only 1. Fine, yeah, I'll meet you. And have the phone and go, okay, we gotta go, and have my friend record me as I'm getting out of the car. You record this because I don't want, if something happens, we got visual proof, okay? I was going to go around the corner to this area where this other guy is, and all you'd hear is, you got the stuff? Okay, I got your stuff. Trade. 3, 2, 1, trade. And then get back to the car and go, oh, toilet paper. Let's go home. I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
And just cut it right there and just have the credits roll.
A friend of mine posted a picture of a Walmart that had a bunch of Pittsburgh Steelers jerseys and said, they still have toilet paper. You're just not looking in the right place.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw that already.
Yeah. He's a Raiders fan, though.
Wow.
And they just signed Marcus Mariota.
The only sports news that they can talk about on TV. Never mind, it's gotten so bad that the NHL's released classic NHL episodes. This is hockey games that they feel are the best hockey games you'll ever see again.
I mean, think about it. Right now, we have no NHL. We have no NBA. We have no MLB. Even the XFL shut down.
XFL shut down finally,
yes.
Eh? Wow.
Everybody shut down because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, WrestleMania, I think, just got canceled, if I remember correctly.
Canceled.
Yeah, and that was in Toronto.
The sporting event that was still going on is they had a UFC fight the other night in Brazil with nobody in attendance.
Ooh.
It wasn't open to crowds, but they put it on like pay-per-view or whatever, which
Hmm.
everyone was talking about it afterwards, saying how weird it was to watch. They're like, it felt dirty. It felt disgusting. It felt like watching two guys fighting in an alley without a crowd. It didn't feel like watching a sporting event.
Yeah.
NASCAR, is postponed everything. And so, I mean,
Every
all the major
sport is gone.
Major League Soccer shut down. It's all shut down.
Oh no, not everything. I just heard that the international rock paper scissors challenge that happens in Las Vegas is still a go for this week.
Well, that's probably not advisable because you're so close to each other when you're doing that. Like, they're going to do social distancing, 6 foot minimum distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're supposed to be going rock paper scissors. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. They're going to do that. Oh boy. But without an audience. But I don't think anybody really watches rock paper scissors competition in Vegas. Then again, if they can bet on it, they'll bet on anything, right?
It's like the only thing sports related to talk about right now is like NFL free agency.
Yep.
That's it. Or who's tested positive now in one of the other sports that's shut down. So, I turned on because I don't listen to music on the radio very much anymore, just because my ears are usually so over music by the time I get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sunday on the drive home, I turned on 102.5 The Game here in Nashville, which is the ESPN radio, and was listening to it. And you know what they had to talk about?
Nothing.
The best sports movies of all time. That was their debate and discussion.
Oh,
Because there's nothing current relevant to talk about.
Well, since you listened to it, what was their movie picks? Just out of curiosity.
My wife called shortly into the conversation, so I didn't get to hear the rest of it. But it was where they were at. They were debating which one was better, Slapshot or Sandlot. That's where they were at in their conversation.
I'm surprised that they didn't talk about probably some of the rare ones that came out. Like I know Bull Durham was a really good movie.
I joined the conversation mid conversation and then was out of it like 10, 15 minutes later when my wife called me.
Yeah.
So all I got to hear was the debate Sandlot versus Slapshot, which I'm a Sandlot fan myself and not so much on Slapshot.
Yeah, Sandlot was a lot better than Slapshot. But then again, I've seen Sandlot.
Those classic, like all prepubescent boys should see it.
I think Sandlot, unless you really understand baseball and know the stars, know about what they're talking about, it might not interest you. Just saying. Like, I know there's some people that would like it, but I know there's others.
Okay, all prepubescent boys who watch the sport of baseball should see it.
Oh, definitely.
It's hands down one of the best young early teens, 11, 12, 13, 14-year-old, targeted sports baseball movies ever.
Yeah, For the Love of the Game was a good movie too.
It was.
Yeah. I actually like The Rookie the most. Out of all baseball movies I watched, I kind of like The Rookie.
And like I never got all that into The Natural. I know it's
Natural. I didn't like that movie.
I know it's an iconic baseball movie, but I never got into it that much.
Devin, you have anything to add into this conversation of movies?
I didn't hear it.
Oh, okay. Well, we're talking about baseball. We all of a sudden started talking about baseball movies.
Baseball movies.
Okay.
So-
I probably haven't seen any of them.
You never seen Bull Durham?
Never heard of it.
Major League?
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Wow. See now, Major League's one that all adults should see, definitely see.
Oh, definitely. I consider that one the American Pie of baseball.
But
I've been told by many people in the community that I am barely an adult.
Well, you are only 24, so we can understand that.
Yeah, you're younger than my stepdaughter.
Yeah, I just turned 24, so.
What? Mr. Butcher was an extra in the movie Major Leagues? Major League? Really?
That's cool.
That is interesting, actually.
So, wait, were you one of the people in the stands watching the Indians game?
Red Light just said you're younger than all his kids. Devin.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Who is it? Josh from Alien 3D was already enlisted in the military before I was born.
Well, and to be fair, different adulthood, in my opinion, is kind of the. It's not so much an age thing as a moment you become mature and responsible.
I don't know exactly how responsible you want to consider me.
Well, like I was 20 years old. I got sole custody of my daughter. So I was still a very young man, but I was thrust into mature, responsible adulthood.
Mm-hmm. So wrong.
Which is why now I'll be 43 years old tomorrow. But my wife says I'm 42 going on 80, not 42 going on 43.
Ah.
So you were asking me a question, Devin?
So you may wonder what took me 20 minutes to come on stream.
No, I figured as much as that, you had female things that you had to get done.
Actually, no. I was laying on my floor thinking, oh, he'll send me a link when Tanner is done talking because you only wanted one person on your stream at one time. I didn't even see the link.
I asked you if you wanted to come in.
And I said yes, and I didn't see the follow-up link. I am not a morning person, Ron.
Where are you at? Is it still morning there?
Look at explain what.
I'm in
If you knew the
Texas.
word baka, you would be mad at me. But you baka.
I'm gonna say it's 6 minutes till noon here. I've been up.
It is 6 minutes. It is 6 minutes till noon. I woke up about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've been up since 4:30 this morning.
I was still awake at 4:30. I think I went to bed at like 6ish. Yeah, I think it was like 6:15 when I woke up or went to bed.
Yeah, I think I went to bed like 10:30, 11 o'clock last night, and woke up. Old man issues, acid reflux at 4:30 in the morning, and just been up ever since.
Why does Jimmy want a sausage link?
and Ryan's quoting Major League.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Mostly lines from Mr. Bob Euchre.
3D Jimmy, swing and miss.
That's one of the things that if the people that are Brewers fans have been lucky to have their entire time being Brewers fans, because he's the play-by-play guy for the Brewers and has been for decades.
I just remember that one scene in Major Leagues where he goes, he wants to sacrifice a chicken. What we do? Brings him a bowl of KFC.
So we were talking about sport news, Ron.
Yep.
Well, your channel can be one of the first on YouTube to break the news that the Colts just signed former Chargers quarterback Phillip Rivers.
Oh, wow.
So he will be the quarterback of the Indianapolis Colts next year.
Oh, interesting.
So if we have any Indianapolis Colts fans out there,
well, you probably do
Phillip Rivers
because
will be your
you got
quarterback.
Mr. Buttram. He lives out there, so. Sweet me. Red light says sweet. Mad Monkey just said Colts suck.
The Colts have probably the best offensive line in the National Football League. So if anybody can keep Phillip Rivers upright long enough to make a good decision instead of throwing an interception, it's them. So I look for Rivers to have a bounce back end of his career behind that offensive line.
If no injuries happen. Now, if injuries happen, that's a different story altogether.
He's 38 years old.
How long did what's his name? I want not Doug Flu. What's his name? Guy won the Colts last time they won with Broncos, I guess it was.
Peyton Manning?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, Peyton Manning was the quarterback of the Colts forever. And then he went to the Broncos and won one more Super Bowl.
Yeah. And that was his last Super. How old was he when he won that? Was he in the 40s, I think?
No, I don't think he was that old yet. Look at me. I'm looking up Peyton Manning's stats.
Hey, I've actually heard of that guy.
See, we got someone that she knows about.
Gone on to be somebody who's
So
famous
Peyton Manning's
for
the only
things other than
person
just
you all
football.
mentioned in the past 5 minutes I've heard of.
Yeah, he retired at age 39.
39, so close enough.
But the year he won the Super Bowl, was that 2015?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he was age 39. That was his last year. But he was awful that year.
Oh, yeah.
He was a below replacement level quarterback that year, and he knew it. Their running game and defense carried him to a championship, and then he rode off into the sunset with a Super Bowl trophy.
Yep.
Jimmy, so exciting. I can't contain myself.
Tom Brady announced this morning that he will not be returning to the Patriots. So
Thank
he'll be
God.
changing teams.
Oh, he's changing teams?
He will be changing teams for sure.
Oh,
because
good Lord.
He tweeted out this morning a big deal thanking the Patriots fans and organization and former teammates and all that, and said, though my football journey will continue elsewhere. So he will not be a Patriot. Odds on favorite is that he'll either be with the Chargers or the Buccaneers. Those are the two that are currently favorite to land his services.
Yeah, we all know why he's doing it. I mean...
so he'll be a 43-year-old quarterback changing teams and changing systems for the first time in his career. And as somebody who's going to be 43 tomorrow, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't want to be a quarterback in the NFL.
No, not me neither. I'm already 43.
I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't want to get hit that hard.
Wait a minute, it's your birthday tomorrow?
Yes.
Happy birthday to you.
I'm not singing.
I can't do it as good as you, man. Though, then again, if I do this, this to there.
And I'm at an age now where I don't really celebrate birthdays anymore. I dread them. I'm at an age now where I'm like, more than likely, more than half of my life has already passed me by.
How's this? Is this better?
No.
Oh.
Ashley has joined us. Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Ashley. Hopefully, Ashley doesn't get turned on by deep, dark men, or else, oh boy. Deep, dark men voices turn her on. Then we got a problem.
Yeah,
Deep
George,
dark man voices scare me.
So I guess that was a little too dark for you?
Well, actually, it's not so much dreading the day going, the day itself coming. I just and not being grateful for it. It's just I wish I could just not have any more and just keep going every day without getting older. That would be nice.
All I can say is this: just keep on telling yourself that you're just 29 again.
Right. Yeah. They say we're maybe 10, 15 years out from an anti-aging pill.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Right. But they've already said that if that happens for real, that only the very, very rich will be able to afford it. I'm like, great. So our grandchildren will be annoyed by Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
Kardashians for life
to annoy generations to come.
Oh, you just sent shivers down my spine.
No, so Tanner, you just learned how old I am. How old do I look?
That's a slippery slope. That's something.
No, I promise I won't get offended.
Okay, I was going to say no guy ever is supposed to answer that question. That's a trap.
It's a trap.
No, I don't care.
See, I would say you look like you're in your late teens.
Okay, I get that a lot. If I put my high school Letterman jacket on, I can pass for a high school senior.
Right.
I'm actually 24, first year teacher, so it's interesting.
But then most people stay looking, young enough to pull that off for a while. Like I can still pull off younger than 43 if I, try. Little just for men in the beard and.
Yeah, everyone says I'm like 12 and a half.
Because I've been lucky enough so far to avoid a lot of like the bags under the eyes and the crow's feet and all that at my age.
So far, Jimmy's talking about Spaceballs, and I don't know why Spaceballs all of a sudden came.
Okay, it's the mouse. The Space Mouse is really awesome. It's also really expensive.
Yeah, but when I hear Spaceball 5000, all of a sudden I just think about, all those bad lines from the Spaceballs, the movie. Like Spaceball 1, it's called plaid. When it goes into ludicrous speed? Well, we got hyperspeed? No, sir, we got ludicrous speed. If you've never seen it, Devin, watch it. You'll laugh your butt off.
I've seen it, but I was like 3.
You got to watch it now. You'll get more of the jokes. It looks like we just lost Tanner to the Twitterverse.
Oh no, somebody posted something then.
I
wanted to see.
Well, Ashley's really sweet. She says you're only 16, LOL.
Well, I have a really cool coffee up.
Fake schools. Speaking of school, how you coping with all this going on?
It's interesting. We just got word yesterday the private school championship that they said was not going to be canceled was just canceled. I'm yet to tell my kids that. But yeah, we go to distance learning next week if this shit doesn't get contained.
So how do you teach kids
robotics from a distance?
From a distance, yeah.
Don't ask me. I haven't figured that out yet.
Talk to my friend Kevin. No, wait a minute. No, Kevin O'Shea is teaching. He teaches for the ISS schools, which are in China, where all the teachers that are helping with English teaching teach there. He's teaching ages, I believe it is 5 and up right now. He's teaching like grade 1s. And he says that the teaching is kind of different now that this is happening, that he has to teach online for these classes. And he's like, my kids are everywhere. And it's becoming a challenge, as he put it, because, the kids want our attention, but we can't give it all to them because we're not there. We have no hours. We have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, some kids are home at, you know, it's like 1 o'clock their time where they are. And it's just like, wow, how do you deal with that? You know?
Yeah. I've been looking around. I think there's Carnegie Mellon is doing like this online coding thing that's normally like really expensive, but it's free right now. So I think I might do that. My assistant coach and I were thinking, okay, let's just have them build a robot, but break all the rules because they're under such stringent rules for competition. It was like, okay, competition season's over a lot earlier than we thought. Let's just do it and break the rules. And they all thought that was going to be really cool. And then, oh, we're going to distance learning. Well, I guess we can't do that.
So what are you going to do? Break all? So when you mean break all the rules, what does breaking all the rules mean?
We have size limits, weight limits, motor restrictions, degrees of freedom limits.
Okay, as long as you don't turn a monster truck, a semi-trailer into a robot, I'll be okay with that. I don't want a real Transformers happen.
Oh my god, a real life Transformer is like my ultimate make. Like that's like my dream YouTube video is taking an old rundown 18-wheeler that gets abandoned or I can get for like under $500 and then spend like 5 years turning it into a Transformer.
Okay, that's happened. Okay.
I've been wanting to do that since I was like 14. And like every like month or so I go and look online at scrapyards and stuff to like see if I can get an 18-wheeler for cheap. Like I'd have to figure out where the hell I'd put it, but I'd love to buy an 18-wheeler and turn it into an Optimus Prime.
Okay, I guess you've never seen Maximum Overdrive, have you?
No.
Watch that movie. That's a lot of fun. You'll understand why.
What's it on?
I think it's on Shudder.
What's Shudder?
Shudder's a horror streaming app.
How much is it?
I don't know. I think it's like $9 a month. It's free.
Oh, I can rent it from YouTube or Google Play for $4.
I try to watch it for free if you can figure out how to do that.
I wonder if it's on my friend's Plex server.
Yes, Emilio Estevez. That's right. 3D Jimmy.
Actually, when I do this, it's going to be like a 5+ year project.
You know, all I can say is that movie plus what's the other one that's about a what's another horror movie that I was thinking of also? Well, it would be like Skynet meets Maximum Overdrive would be the best way to put it. Once Devin started, if Devin was to do that.
Oh, I'm going to.
That no. We don't need a real life Transformers going on here.
Yes, we do. Because that'd be so freaking cool. Like
you could join the army and help them out with trying to stop Decepticons from taking over the world.
You know, it's not the first time I've been told that either.
Oh, jeez.
Lawnmower Man? What?
Lawnmower Man, yes.
What is that?
Ghost in the Machine. There's another one.
Film.
I mean, have y'all seen what is it? Baymax?
Yeah, we've seen Big Hero 6.
Oh, there we go. Big Hero 6. The first time I saw that movie, I was in college. I spent 2 days straight, didn't go to class, didn't sleep, didn't eat, trying to program my own Baymax.
Yeah, Betamaxes are hard to program for. I remember owning a Betamax. It was horrible. Oh, the flashback of the 80s and the flashing 12 o'clock. Now, come on, Tanner. You had to get that joke when I said Betamax.
I got it, but
only old people would get that joke.
never had one.
I actually had a friend that had a Betamax. That was interesting.
Now, a friend of mine in when we were in middle school got a laser disc player,
Ooh.
and I remember the thing I remember about it was not being that impressed by it, and especially not being impressed by having to get up and flip the disc over every 20 minutes, and then change discs to the next disc, flip it over. I'm like, who wants to watch a movie this way? I don't care if the picture and sound quality is better. I'd rather just pop in a VHS tape and watch the movie all the way to the end, unless the movie's like 4 hours long and then there's a second tape. But
What was nice about Laserdisc is my friend actually had one of those places where he had the room to have a big screen like he had the big, wall screen projection 3 light system. You watch a VHS cassette, it looked like caca poo poo on that. When he got the Laserdisc, it was like, where was this video? Where was this quality? On VHS. So it's like,
yeah, they had the
so
had
much
the
better.
huge big screen TV, and they were the family that like spent all the money they made on the latest greatest technology. He always had every video game system as soon as it came out, whether it was any good or not. Like he had the Panasonic 3DO, which was
I
a
remember
terrible game system.
Yeah, terrible.
Had really cool graphics, but really bad games.
Yep.
For the time, the graphics were groundbreaking, but the games were terrible.
There was only one good game on there, Road Rash.
Yeah, and then the
Had the
Sega
soundtrack
CD, he had the Sega CD the day it came out.
Yeah, Sega CD was garbage.
The games were garbage. The system was garbage.
Not all the games. There was a couple good games on there, but that was about it.
I
like
remember
Lunar.
I remember
was
the
that
day
a
you
ROM
got it.
RPG?
It came with Sewer Shark,
Oh god, that game was horrible.
which was awful.
My friend actually had the original. Was it Trap? Something it was called. That was a lot of fun. It was just stupid, but it was fun. Night Trap, I think it was called, where you defend a house from evil vampires from attacking the house, and that's when it started the whole everything needs to be rated controversy.
Yeah, that was the first game because there was nudity.
Yeah,
there was nudity in it.
You couldn't really see anything, but because
it was so pixelated and awful that you really couldn't see anything.
I know.
Just the fact that you could tell that they were nude got a bunch of people upset.
Yeah, it was a bizarre year,
and it was just an okay game. It wasn't even that good. But yeah, Ashley, I remember getting when my family got their first VCR, and the first VCR that we had wood grain paneling on the sides of it. It
God, I
was
remember
like brushed silver aluminum looking, but it wasn't really aluminum. It was plastic made to look like brushed aluminum, and then wood paneling.
Was there a top loader
paneling on it? What's that?
Was it a top loader?
No, it was front.
Okay.
But that was because by the time we could afford one, I think the cheapest VCRs at that point were like $400 or $500.
Okay, so how old were y'all when DVDs came out?
Oh gosh. Well, I didn't get the capability to watch DVDs until I didn't jump right on at first because the first DVD player I had was my PlayStation 2.
I got into DVDs around, I guess PlayStation 2, really.
Yeah, so probably
DVDs.
like 2000, 2001, somewhere around there.
Yeah, about that.
So I think I was 3 when we got our DVD player.
Yeah, so you wouldn't understand the power of cassettes.
Well, we still had VHS players.
Were rental stores still a thing in 2000?
Yes, I remember going to rental stores, so I was about 6 or so.
Oh yeah, Blockbuster.
Blockbuster's still around. They're talking about opening a second store now.
I know they have had 1 or 2 stores up in like Alaska.
Yeah, those are gone.
Okay.
But there is one in, I want to say in the States. It's the last Blockbuster. And they are the last Blockbuster. But now they're talking about opening up a new Blockbuster location in another city, which has absolutely.
Quit. Quit.
I feel like the urge to get a cat now.
Come here. Come here. I'll get the opinion of everybody. Nobody looks at this face and is scared.
No.
No.
I keep telling you not to bark at stuff because there's nobody who looks at this face and says, "Oh my gosh."
Attack dog.
The dog's like saying, "Oh, come on, Daddy. I'm just barking at the mailman. That's my job."
That's it. You have a dog.
You have a cat. We know. I have a dog and I have a cat.
He wants down so he can bark some more. You're not going to go down there and bark some more. Get over it.
Have you trained him to go find your son?
No, he just does what he wants to.
Okay.
Ron, you need to go get your pet.
What, my dog?
Yeah.
She's upstairs running around chasing my mom.
Tanner, I think this is your first introduction to Pixel.
I think so.
He is a 18-pound, 3-year-old kitten who is adorable and accompanies me on pretty much every single stream. And one of his favorite pastimes is mooning the internets.
I see.
Well, all cats like to
That's
moon
cat.
everybody.
Well, this one particularly has figured out how to moon webcams.
Ryan, I'm right there with you. When I was a kid, I was the remote too.
Yeah.
I can remember I would sit on the floor in front of mom or dad's chair, and I'd get that whack on the back of the head. Go put that on channel 4. And then we had the rabbit ears.
What's a rabbit ear?
And she just said, "What's rabbit ears?" Antennas, the 2 silver antennas that you could move them and they would make your channel come in better if they were in the right position.
Can you say that one more time? My cat unmuted my mic and I couldn't hear anything.
Rabbit ear antennas.
Antennas, they'll
Yeah,
be
so
they'll be
you
like
can
on a
move them.
stick and they can move back and up like this
You
way.
could extend them out or collapse them down. Sometimes it helped to hold on to them.
I don't think I ever had a TV that had those.
Well, no, because you
grew up during cable days.
Yes, you grew up and cable was just kind of the normal thing.
Yeah. You didn't grow up with antennas like we did.
Yeah. And I can remember there was some sort of sporting event. I forget what it was because I was pretty little and I still wasn't paying attention to sports at that point. That my parents were very interested in watching, and I remember I spent the whole sporting event standing beside the television holding the rabbit ears. Because if I would let go of them with my hands, the channel would go away.
That seems like a very inefficient way to watch TV.
Then welcome to 83, 84.
Yeah, it was about 1982. My parents actually decided to get cable because they were getting tired of, we can't watch the game on television.
When color TV came out?
Color TV came out in the 70s.
We got our first larger television, like those console televisions. You know what I'm talking about. It's a big wooden thing.
Yeah.
TV tube in it. We got our first console television finally, and we got it because one of my family members was going to throw it out because it was broken. The sound no longer worked in it. So we had it, and then sitting on top of it was a 9-inch black and white television that we'd turn them both to the same channel and turn the sound up on the black and white.
Okay, I just found out it was the 60s when color TVs came out.
Yes.
My bad.
Because I believe JFK was the first president to be broadcast in color.
Was he?
I believe so.
Oh, interesting. I remember color was not that great of a thing either. It was pretty bad. Heck, I still had a black and white TV in the 80s, okay?
Yeah, color televisions were very rare for a long time because they were very expensive.
That's true. They were. Heck, I remember my mom telling me that back in the day when my grandmother and grandfather bought a TV, it was only about 10 inches big. And they used to watch the fights every Saturday night was the thing to watch on television. And they used to invite everybody from around the block to come over and watch TV with them so they could watch the fights. That was the thing back then. No. Ashley is not looking for nakedron.com in a robe. And no, John Mack, we don't want John Mack in a robe.com. You don't want that, trust me. But if Robbie Mack is here, he'll make it. He'll make a channel called johninaarobe.com just for Ashley.
I have been taking this time off. I've been repairing some of the models that I have 3D printed that have fallen off of shelves and things have popped apart and whatnot. I've been reattaching stuff. That's why the Scorpion's sitting back there. Print bed, it got glued back together this morning.
I have been told by my mother that I have to clean and organize all of my filaments.
I think that's not a bad idea.
You've seen my stash, right?
I think so. I know who would like to have your stash.
Who?
That man right there. Tanner 3D.
What?
Would love to have your stash. Her stash of filament, Tanner. She got boxes upon boxes upon
I have
boxes.
like 45 rolls, I
I've
think.
got more filament than I can use right now. Look.
That's nothing.
She got 45 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 rolls.
Yeah, I've got 45 rolls plus what I've got that's in.
Up there, so 35.
Okay, so I've got 45 unopened rolls plus whatever I've got in my 2 trunks plus like 4 boxes of samples.
Yeah, but don't you also have? But aren't those like 4 kilo rolls or something like that?
No, they're 1 kilos.
Oh, okay, I thought you had 4 kilo
open rolls.
No, I have 1 5K roll.
That's what I'm going to buy next time. I'm going to buy one 5K roll of white, 1 5K roll of black next time I buy filament.
Yeah, no, my mother says it's taking over the house.
See, almost all of mine are different colors so that if I'm printing one of my designs, I can load up a specific color for a specific thing.
Well, same. And then I got like 45 rolls donated to me. And so yeah. Is that the Ranger thing from 1440?
This is the prototype of the Rep Ranger. This is the original. This is before the lift kit. This is before all that other stuff that got added to it later.
And you can buy that now.
The old design of the front end, which doesn't look as good.
Yeah. I also have more filament than toilet paper. But anyway, so I'm going to take this time off because I have literally nothing better to do. So I'm going to over-engineer the shit out of an inventory system.
Well, Jimmy says he has more filament than toilet paper. Tell him I'm willing to trade toilet paper for filament.
Pixel, look at the camera. Everyone says you're
there
cute.
There you go.
Pixel.
There, now you can have your kitty fill.
And of course, as soon as you put him on full screen, he shows his ass. Yeah. Pixel.
like every
Yeah.
cat does, because they're asses.
Pixel, look at the camera. You're cute.
I like that meme that says, if you want proof the earth isn't flat, if it was flat, cats would have already knocked everything off of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
accurate.
And now her glasses gonna get whacked off.
Okay, no need for pixel whipping.
Yeah, hey, Mr. Buttram, if you got more filament than sense, I'll take some of it off your
That
hand.
is also me. If anyone wants to send me more filament, though, I'm not complaining. I don't think I have a problem.
Listen, if you need to get rid of some of it, don't worry, Devin. You can send it over to Canada. I'll make good use out of
I
it.
already told you I would send you filament, Ron, but you have to send me filaments.ca filaments.
Okay. I gotta send you some green, I know. Once I have the money, I'll send you some green, and then you'll be like, oh, green with envy.
Okay, if you send me filament.ca filament, you can have a roll or two of my stuff.
Yeah, but is your stuff as good?
Probably.
Maybe not. Nah, I don't think so.
What brand do you want? I probably have it.
You wouldn't happen to have any.
Try me.
Polyalchemy?
Actually, yeah.
Elixir.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the purple?
No.
See, that's the one I wanted. Oh, well.
I only have 2 rolls of poly.
Well, which ones do you have?
I have alpha brass and the one that looks like a fish. Salmon.
Salmon, okay. No, I'm looking for the elixir stuff. They're really beautiful color stuff.
Yeah, it is the elixir stuff. It's just
Oh, okay.
I was actually pretty upset that it sounds like Repcord is going to potentially discontinue doing his own, rebranded filament.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm hoping.
Oh,
I
does that mean I need to buy some then? Because I've never tried it.
Well, I was upset about it because I'm hoping if he does discontinue it, that IC3D, who makes the filament, will continue to make that color right there, the olive drab green, because there is no good olive drab green out there. This is the only one. The
Ron,
only accurate
Yeah,
one.
I don't know of an olive green if Filaments.ca has one or not.
I think Color Fab has one.
See, Gaydon had a good lighter olive drab green, but they don't have it anymore either.
He has to go into the closet to get more filament. Well, that is a nice green too.
So it's also an olive drab, but it's a lighter olive drab. But they've discontinued this. I can't find it anymore anyway. And so if Repcord stops doing this darker olive drab, someone else is going to have to pick up slack. Going to have to. It has to be an olive drab green filament. My world of vehicles cannot exist without it.
A Paramount has some military green.
They do, but their green isn't quite right. I've tried it.
Have you looked at Coex 3D? See if they have any green that might be right.
No.
Give them a shot. I've really liked their filament. I must admit, ever since I got turned on to their filament from Edutech, stuff prints beautiful.
The Paramount does have a nice military khaki, because that's what this is. This is the Paramount military khaki. And then this is Repcord's military khaki next to it. So you can see they're almost the same. They're only
I kind of like the other one better. You're right.
Oh, hey, Coex does have olive drab green.
Might have to try it, because I may need a new supplier for.
I just put 2 links in chat.
If Repcord
Inland has an olive.
all the battle packs.
So Micro Center has an olive green PLA. Not really liking the color of that.
You see, that's my point is most of the companies that have one, when you really look at it, it's not right.
No, it's not.
Well, this one was actually color matched to when Sean was working for IC3D.
Mm-hmm.
He color matched it to his actual Army jacket.
Wow. That's why you love it.
Right. So it's perfect. And like I said, see, Gaydon's olive drab was a lighter olive drab, but it was still nice. I still like this for certain things. And then Paramount has a nice military khaki, and then the coyote tan is what the Repcord military khaki color is called.
Okay. Yeah, I don't like that Repcord yellow. It looks more yellow than it looks khaki.
Right. The Paramount is probably a little bit better color wise.
Oh, definitely. Okay, I'm hearing noises coming from upstairs. I'll be back in a second. I gotta go investigate. Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, these are my
How do I?
two of my models here. So
Oh, nice.
the original Rep Ranger, and then this one's called the Scorpion, which you can get for free on Thingiverse.
Okay.
Although this one will requires a lot of supports to print. And
Yeah.
a lot of gluing. So it's more like a model kit, really. While the Rep Ranger, everything is snapped together except for the roof panel and the steering wheel are the only two things that have to be glued in. Get that angle just right.
Nice.
Those are the only two things that have to be glued in. Everything else is just snap fit.
I've been looking for good models to print because now that robot season's over, I actually own my printer again.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure all 5 of my robotics teams thought I bought a 3D printer for them, not for me. Because like I sent a picture to my assistant coach when I got the Prusa kit. He's like, "When's it gonna be built?" And I was like, "Soon." Then I sent him a picture. First print. This thing's cool. 5 minutes later, "Hey, can you print these?" And it's been going on for a year.
So you're looking forward to being able to print some things you want to print.
Yeah.
Rather than things you have to print.
Yeah. Right now I'm printing the coronavirus.
Like a model of the...
Yeah. I got sad and catted a coronavirus molecule. Because apparently my emotions come out in my CAD.
"3D Solutech has a camo green." Camo green.
Ooh, I won a Twitter contest from Sticker Mule. I wonder what I won.
I might have to order a roll of that and try it. Although there's no ordering anything right now.
Yeah.
When the bars open back up and I go back to work, then I'll order.
Yeah. Has anyone ever told you kind of look like Lin-Manuel Miranda's little brother?
Who?
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I don't know who that is. I get compared to Brad Paisley a lot.
Take the hat off? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I get compared to Brad Paisley a lot. Especially when I wear a cowboy hat. If I have a cowboy hat on, it never fails.
Fun. Ooh. Edge of text here. Hello.
Yes. Oh, he's back.
Yes.
Okay, he was here earlier. I'm like,
Oh, okay. I didn't realize he was here earlier.
I didn't realize he had left. So we're even.
Okay.
But now he's back.
He must have left before I woke up.
So yeah, I might have to try some of the 3D Solutech camo green.
Mm-hmm.
And I've obviously got a smoke detector that needs a new battery
Oh, fun.
because it keeps beeping, and it wasn't doing it this morning. It's doing it now though. And I don't think I have any 9 volts here, which means I have to go out into the world. The world is a scary place right now.
I need to go to Home Depot. I let my dad borrow my 3D printer scraper, and he left it in the sink and completely destroyed it.
Rust.
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna probably run to Dollar General and get a 9 volt battery so that I can shut that thing up because I don't want to sit and listen to it beep all day.
Yes, we did scare Ron off. It's just the 2 of us now.
Yeah. He heard noises upstairs. The call was coming from inside the house.
Soak it in Coke?
That's supposed to loosen and dissolve rust.
Okay.
I've yet to see an application in which it actually worked.
I mean, I do have a Coke. I could try it.
But usually the stuff that I'm dealing with that's rusty is much rustier than that. So maybe that's the problem. Because I tried that trick back when I had my Pontiac Fiero and I was trying to soak a...
Be careful of the power. If it gets up your nose, it's a real trip.
It was too rusty.
Snort a few tablespoons first. I think I will pass, Mr. Butchum.
Edge Tech is back.
Yes. And Ron turned his hat around.
Yep. Just to make you feel better, you know.
Ron, I feel like we're hanging out enough. I need you to send me something with a maple leaf on it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. There's probably some 3D print I can send her that's probably 3D, probably maple leafed on it.
Coke will work on that tool. Okay. So everything upstairs good?
Yeah, it's just my dog and my cat chasing each other.
You should have brought one of them down.
I can't bring them down. They don't want to come near me. Well, the dog doesn't right now because the dog knows that if she comes near me, she wants to play is what she wants, and she wants attention, but no one's giving it to her. So that's why she's causing havoc upstairs.
Should have just grabbed the cat.
No, the cat's annoying, and I don't like grabbing her. She has claws and hurts.
Yeah,
claws, I should say, and hurts. Okay, guys, I'm posting a link for you all to print. That includes Devin if she wants to. And there's the Repcord 3D, or the Repcord.
The Rep Ranger.
It's the
Canadian version of the Rep Ranger. It's set up for people with MMU2 or Palette 2 to.
I wish I had that.
Or a dual extruder, like if you got an IDEX or a dual extruder printer, I guess, like the CR10 or CRX rather.
I heard the Boogeyman was there, eh, Edutech? No, he was not here.
It's one of several multi-material models that I designed for the Rep Ranger. Oh, not that one. There's one for our buddy in Iceland, Martin.
See, when I see that, all of a sudden the thoughts of, and that's only because of watching Austin Powers. They were doing something about Austin Powers opening, and when I saw those colors, all of a sudden Austin Powers' vehicle just popped in my head, with it being like the Union Jack.
This is the Blue Lives Matter Rep Ranger. So yeah, I did several multi-material versions.
Oh, nice.
Has anybody tried to print any of them with the MMU2 to prove that it can be printed? No, actually, I'm going to take the dog and I'm going to take him out to the back and. No, I'm just kidding. Beautiful. 4th of July, right?
Yeah, so it's the same model as the Blue Lives Matter one, just printed in.
Makes sense.
Red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
And then I chose some silk gold for the wheels.
Nice.
And this is the lift kit version of the Rep Ranger, which the one that's on Gumroad, you get both frame options. You can get the standard frame or the one that's designed to go with the lift kit and the snap axles.
Yeah. Too bad we can't throw in any bonus for today. Order today and also get.
So I have a $69 off coupon for Sticker Mule because I won their birthday thing. Should I order 300 stickers right now?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And just like send them to Josh, put them in the alien box?
Yes. Josh wants those. He's asked me to send him a whole bunch. I just told him, I don't have anything from Sticker Mule or anything like that right now, nor do I have the money to put into it right now, or else I would send him 1,000 CMP stickers,
I don't have a CMP sticker.
I don't have any. That's why.
You should order some.
With what money?
Do you want me to order them?
No.
Or should I get my own stickers made?
Get your own stickers made and send them to Josh. He'll add them to the alien box.
I don't know. I feel like I need to redo my logo.
Devin, you don't have a user base right now. You have how many videos?
Like 6.
And one of them is what? A live stream?
Yeah.
With nothing built on it?
Uh-huh.
I think you're safe to say you don't need to worry too much about your logo right now.
Wait, no, it's not what I wanted. Choose file.
I would definitely get those stickers made that you do have a file for and get those out. Hey, Chris, how you doing? Chris just came in this chat. Where is he?
Oh, hey, CNX.
Ooh. 3D Fuel just released a St. Patty's Green.
Hey, share my screen.
I can't share it when.
I'm done. I already
You're
showed
done?
What I was, I already showed what I was intending to show. Now I'm looking for something else.
See, that's my current logo. That would be perfect on a circular sticker.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
But I feel like it needs color.
Make the D red or blue or green if you want color.
Okay.
Yeah, other than doing something simple like just changing the color of the big D in the middle, I think it would detract from
Yeah.
the design. I really do.
There you go.
I would either stick with black and white or if you wanted to have a splash of color, I would do something simple like just change the color of the D, because I think you would, if you start like coloring the robot or the background, I think you would detract from it.
Got it.
There's that green I'm talking about right there.
Ooh, green.
St. Patty's Green, they call it. And that's from 3D Fuel. In case you need something that green.
That would have been nice last year when I was working on my Game of Thrones project.
Yeah. I don't know if that would help you out, Tanner, but I just thought I would show it off.
No, stop screen.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not a green that I need for anything.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Okay, I'm going to show you my Twitter because I can. But this is the best one here. So Chris, as we know him from Earth, he's like, I just received my COVID-19 supply from Printed Solid today. 6 fresh rolls of Jesse PLA version 2 and a BL Touch for the Robo X1. Good times ahead. That's
I
the
need to go
best.
feed my
way
cat
to work.
lunch. I'll be right back.
Oh, geez, everybody's going now.
Yeah,
Oh,
I need
yeah,
to
that-
put that I've got some Jesse PLA here that you see it. It's been unopened. The purple.
What color is that? Purple?
Yeah.
Nice.
Now I like the color, and I want to use it. I just haven't got around to it. Maybe I'll use it with when I print the dagger, which is the jet that I recently designed.
Cool. Oh yeah, today is St. Patty's Day, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I should be wearing green instead of wearing black, gray. I'm
Nobody
not
can-
following the
no-
rules.
Because of social distancing, no one should be pinching you anyway.
Well, I'm Irish anyways, so
Everybody's safe,
yeah.
or should be, from pinching.
Yeah, I don't want the cooties because, kissing and all that other stuff. Yeah. Let's see here. Department for Business and Energy is asking people, have you tried making a camo vehicle yet or no?
I've messed with camo a little bit. It's the problem is, in order to do it right, several people have sent me some SVGs of camo, but every one of them have overlapping issues or issues that when you extrude them, they're not manifold.
Oh, really?
And it takes too much to clean it up.
Yeah. No, I was just
I
thinking, like,
almost have to sit down and hand trace out some myself and make an SVG in Illustrator.
yeah.
And
No, I just
don't
thought-
want to.
I was just curious because I thought it to myself, well, that would be kind of cool if you could do camo with the MMU2 or the
Even though there's a pain, at least try to
Hold on.
go out.
well, he's having his conversation with some. So we'll just wait for that to finish.
I should probably put something green on.
Ooh, they just brought out a new color according to Coex.
Ooh.
Translucent blood red.
Ooh.
Mm.
All right, guys. My son's hungry. I gotta go.
Yeah, go feed the
Feed him.
boy.
Yep, gotta go feed the boy.
Can someone
Yeah,
feed
Thanks
me?
for coming in, Tanner. I do appreciate it.
Later.
Okay, guys. So go support Tanner. Go buy his truck. Go print it. My wrist wants me to go for a walk, according to my watch.
Hmm.
But, please support our friend Mr. Buttram. And Chris, I want to send you a link. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find your thing so you can come in here. If you want. No, you don't have to. You're not obligated, but wrong link. Stupid phone, stupid thing. I say copy that. Instead of sending the picture of the maple leaf. There we go. Now if Chris wants to come in, he can. Hey, Sean Butler, how you doing?
You see if Jim from Edge Tech can come in.
He can't come if he wants to. He hasn't said he wants him. I think he's at school. I think he's working still, if I remember correctly. If he's free, he knows how to get in here. He has my page. He's on the Discord, and that's where I got the link set up on. Yeah, he's probably at real work. You're probably right. No soup for you? No. Nothing but no soup. I like my soup. Yeah, he's at real work, not working. Don't work from home, but get paid anyways. Interesting, Sean Butler. So let's talk robots. Okay. How are the competitions graded on? Are they graded on like knowledge? Are they graded on design? Or are they graded on what they can perform?
It's mostly performance, but there are judged awards for like design and marketing, entrepreneurship, stuff like that, but mostly performance.
Okay. And what are some of the performances they have to be able to do?
And so every year you get a challenge, and it's released at the same time all over the world. And from there, it's like you've got 6 weeks to build a robot. And then from there you go. So like for the FRC team, it's...
They're saying you need to be quarantined.
I have been.
Oh, you're on quarantine?
I've had this like flu-like symptoms for 3 weeks now. Got tested negative for corona. I'm a teacher, and I've traveled a lot in the past month. I've got con crud. But so anyways, you've got 6 weeks to build a robot, and then you go and compete with it. And so for this particular competition, FRC, it's 3-on-3 alliances, and y'all are just trying to do your thing. So this year you've got these balls. I actually don't have any Corona. I've got Shiner right now and lots of liquor. And you're essentially shooting these balls about 20 feet in the air. There's a color wheel that you can do stuff with. And then at the end, in the last 30 seconds, you hang on a pendulum with your partners.
So now I know that I saw some of the robots that I was showing you last time from the guys over at Cults. And you say, oh, I know them.
Uh-huh.
Now, one of their robots I know shoots balls.
Yeah.
What is that for? Like, is there a sport that's all about shooting balls and just like...
No, that's part of the game.
Oh, okay. So it just shoots balls to another robot or something like that? And
no, it shoots them like 20 feet in the air into a goal.
Oh, okay. Is the goal up in the air then?
Yeah.
Oh. And I guess the robot has to shoot the balls up and score the shots to make them count, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And I know there was another robot they had there, which pushes the ball all the way up to a certain point and then pushes it in whatever hole it has to do for a score.
Yeah.
Is it like a basketball or what size? What type of ball was that? Would you say?
Do I have one on me? Nope.
Like comparable size. Like, is it the size of a basketball or?
No. I mean, one year we had to shoot basketballs.
Okay.
That was fun.
How big would you say the ball is then? To give an
This
idea.
year,
Is it like the size of a beach ball?
No. They're small this year.
Okay.
They're bigger than Kirby. They're 7 inches in diameter.
Okay.
Yeah, this year they're 7-inch balls. One year we had to shoot junior-sized basketballs. That was fun. We've also had to shoot frisbees, yoga balls.
At least they're not making you shoot medicine balls.
No, they were like, oh no, those no.
Yes.
1 year we had bowling balls.
Bowling balls. That was a bit of a challenge.
Those weren't allowed to be shot though. Those had to be rolled.
How would you shoot up a... I'd be a little worried if they were shooting bowling balls up in the air.
Those we had to roll.
Imagine all the broken floors that would have been in gymnasiums with all those bowling balls being thrown up in the air.
In one of the classrooms at my high school, there is a huge dent in the floor from a 10-pound bowling ball that was dropped on the floor.
Oh, wow.
My sophomore year. That was a long time ago, and they still have not fixed the hole in the floor. I don't think the administration also knows that it was a bowling ball.
I guess you're happy about that.
My dad also broke his foot because a robot dropped a bowling ball on him.
Ouch.
That was a really fun game.
Let me guess, bowling balls are no longer needed.
Well, I know a friend on GDC, and it's like, hey, you should totally have bowling balls come back. But let us shoot them this year.
Oh, jeez.
I would be all over shooting a bowling ball in the air.
Well, how about this? Why don't you make a robot that can throw a bowling ball and score a perfect 10?
Nah, too boring.
Really? I think that
Yeah.
would be hard to do, the dynamics.
Not
Because
really, actually. I would just use a limelight.
well, what if it was an arm that was doing it? Like pulled back and then went forward and rolled the ball.
But why would I do that when I can have a flywheel?
Because think of
I
this
could
as
get it right every single time.
think about dynamics, okay? You're dealing with a ball that's going to be going at an interesting amount of speed and loses speed and can be affected by the way it turns on its axis, and you don't have full control of the ball. Where if you're just shooting it with a pin that's pushing out and hitting the ball, there's no challenge in that. Like when I bowl, I know that I have to bowl and I have to point the ball to one end of the lane to get to the other end of the lane.
Well, yeah.
And hit a perfect strike. But if I got a 7-10 split, I have to throw my ball at a certain speed, and then I have to give it another twist so that when it goes around and hits the pin, it goes, so the ball is coming towards the pin. It needs to go over just enough that it shifts, hits the other pin. That pin goes flying, knocks the other pin, and knocks it down.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a little bit of a twist I have to put on that ball, giving it a secondary spin.
Yeah.
If you could teach a robot arm to do that, that would add more of a challenge for the bowling ball, for the ball to be actually hit, for the ball to be hit perfectly. Just saying.
I mean, I could see that. Though, are bowling pins reflective?
What do you mean by reflective?
Like, do they have any sort of reflective adhesives on it?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Because if they did, I would just use a limelight to follow track them.
Yeah, no, they don't. It would be interesting if you could design something to do that and put reflective tape on each of the pins and try it and see what you can come up with.
Mm-hmm. If the pins had a reflective tape, I could just use a limelight and a tracking algorithm, and it would throw it perfect every time.
Could it defeat the 7-10 split?
I don't know what that is.
So pins on either side, right near the gutter, and you only have one shot where you have to make hang on, let me put it like this. Okay. So here's the 7, here's the 10. So the 10 pin or 7 pin is going to get hit on the side to whack the other pin without the ball going in the gutter.
Yeah.
It'd be interesting to see what a robot can do with just having only one way of pitching an axis, where a hand can pitch 2 to 3 axes, depending on how the ball moves and speed.
Hey, I need to take this.
Go ahead. So we just lost Devin. But yeah, it would give us an idea. It would be interesting to see that. A young Adam from the Goldberg saying balls, 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 balls. There you go. Balls are done. All the balls. Exactly. You know, bowling alley near you? We have about 2 bowling alleys out here. So one in downtown Cambridge, which is really nothing big. And there's one in, I want to say, probably Waterloo, I think, has it. There's another one not too far away from me in Mississauga, which is which is a huge 25 lane alley. Then there's also another bowling alley up in Etobicoke. The one that's in Etobicoke is kind of interesting because at nighttime around 8 o'clock, they turn off all the lights, they play club music, and they run black light bowling. And you get these funky balls that are painted in weird colors, and you bowl. And as they bowl, they add like this, the floor itself gets littered with this line. So you can actually see the balls go like as it travels down lane, you can actually see them because they kind of like leave this little line of trail right behind them. It's actually interesting how they did it with black lights, but they said, yep. Yeah, Chris, I sent you a link, by the way. If you check your Twitter, you would have got my link. No, it's not. And by the way, we don't use that word. We're using, in quotes, human malware virus. Human malware. Just so you guys clarify it. Check your Twitter private message. It was sent to you. I know I sent it to you. It's not there. I'll check again, but I could have sworn I sent it to you. And also, TK, you have my link. You're part of the CMP, right? You should be able to see it in there. But we are coming up to that 3-hour mark, and tomorrow I'm going to try to get up early and do this again tomorrow for all you out there. So if you're interested in getting in, send me a message on Twitter saying I want to be part of it. And when I get up in the morning, I will send you a direct link so you can come on. Yeah, TK, you're part of the team, I think. I'm going to try to get up around, I'm going to hope to be up around, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm hoping to be up and doing the stream. Yeah, I started this around 11 a.m. And then all of a sudden, the Prime Minister of Canada had something to say, and I wanted to go catch that. Basically, he's telling people to stay home and not go out. Yeah, but you're up at 5:30 Central. I'm usually falling asleep by then. Ouch, 10 a.m. today. Eek. Just not feeling great. Yeah, but at least you have a job to go to. I don't have a job to go to right now. I had 2 jobs lined up, and someone's willing to offer me some work in. Yeah. GearBest. Okay. Was GearBest sending you some cool stuff? That's kind of cool. Don't knock GearBest. I mean, if they're giving you the ability to do affiliation stuff, that'll be kind of cool. Speaking of which, TK, you're out in Germany. So how bad is it out there right now with this human malware virus issue? Is it okay? Oh, that Chris. Oh, he wants to send me. Okay. I thought I sent it. Oh, I thought you were using the Daily Micro. Not getting you confused with another Chris, I think. I sent it to Daily Micron one. So Chris, okay, Control V. Go. Yeah, I'm still on here, Llama. Still llamming around. But not for much longer. I think I'm going to call it soon. What are we at in likes, guys? Just out of curiosity. Am I sitting at like 1 and like 20 dislikes? Like one person liked me and all the rest disliked? Seven likes, 1 dis. Okay, thanks, guys. 8 likes. Okay, no dis. Yay! I'm just curious because I mean, there's like 15 of us watching and it's like 8 likes, so that's not too bad actually. It's just it helps get the message out that we're live. Believe it or not, the more likes I get, the better off people know that we are live. You know? Do I hear 10? I don't know, Jimmy. We got 16 people watching. Do you think we can hit 16 likes? I don't think so. If I hit 12, that'd be kind of interesting. I don't think we'll get above 10. Just saying. I don't see 10. Whoa, 18 people watching? What the heck just happened? Well, back to 17. Okay. Now we're back to normal again. But I really do need to get off soon. I still got to do the video on this. that is coming, where I talk about why I had to modify what I was looking for. What is this, and why did I print this? This is going to go up on 2 channels. It's going to come up on the CMP channel, and it's going to show up on the VA3 FUC channel. And no, I'm not swearing. That's my channel for where I talk about amateur radio. If you're an amateur radio fan and you like amateur radio, that's where I talk about this stuff. But oh, congratulations there, 3D Printing Llama. Yeah, Devin's going to get stickers made for herself, and she's going to send them over to Josh so Josh can add them to the boxes. Yeah, so as I've talked to Alien 3D, he's like, yeah, send me stickers. I'll put them in the boxes and send them to everybody that subscribes. I was like, yeah, not a bad idea. Everybody wants to get stickers now. Oh. Yeah, I gotta send you my address, Llama. I know. But I gotta start changing the direction I'm going with this channel and start, manufacturing something. I mean, I put up one design, which was just me simply building a clap for fun. I don't think anybody's ever actually printed it or downloaded and tried it. But it's not like I was expecting anybody to try, print, and just use this, because this has a simple factor. It's just a snap. More for doing movies and such like that. I built this because I had a need for it, and I figured I would just put it out there in case anyone else that needs it. I use a iPad for my screen information, and it's just for me when I'm editing video. I can I can put cuts in the claps. I know where the cuts are. I know what I have to do. It's just for me. But put it out there for anyone else, Sponsor your stickers. What are you talking about, Jimmy? Yeah, when I get the clamps, I have to go to the doctors. Yeah, so guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm gonna call it in. I have to actually call my doctor about an appointment he has scheduled for me in the next couple of days. I gotta find out if I'm supposed to, if I need to go or not, or if he wants me to postpone it. So I really should give him a call today and make sure I don't have I'm not supposed to be there or what's supposed to be happening. Yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. It's been a lot of fun. Once again, thanks to Mr. Buttram, Edutech, 3D Printing Jimmy, Llama, Vince, TK Prince, Chris Gutton, Ricky Tanner, Sean Butler, Geek Tech, Red Light, Robbie Mack, and anyone else that I've missed for coming on, having some fun. Oh, and Devin by Designs. That's it. That hurt too. Thank you everyone for being there. Also Ashley. Yeah, I've almost forgot you, Ashley, but I didn't. See? Or as Ashley likes to end, the johnmcandrobe.com. Come on, Drive Mac, we need it. Did I get Rob Mac twice? Oh, oops, my bad. Well, Mr. Buttram, thank you so much for telling me that. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. And have yourselves a great day. And remember, fire out your printer and print something and have some fun today. Till next time, everybody. Stay safe. Bye now.